Nature's paradigm, shifting mindsets to realign with nature. Climate change, biodiversity, conservation, sustainability, regeneration, whatever your focus in working to save the planet, the ultimate goal is the same. We are all trying to realign humans and human activities with nature so that we can all flourish together and in harmony. To humans, nature is everything. Originally and ultimately, it's all that we have. It is us and we are it. We can't live without nature. We used to understand that, intuit it. It was our way. But our hubris has led us so far astray that now we actually fully believe in an alternative reality. A reality where, for example, the term self made man not only makes sense, but is admired. Of course, a woman and nature made every man and every other human. And from that first bawling breath, man has been entirely and continuously 24/7 dependent on photosynthesizing earthmates for oxygen. From that first suckle of milk, man has been entirely dependent on gut microbes to make ingested nutrients absorbable. And from that first diaper change, man has been dependent on the endless recycling in nature's systems. This hubris has also led us to create religions that place man above nature and cultures that place some men above other men and most men above most women. It has led to the highest impact decisions being made based on economic forecasts rather than human and non human welfare. It has led to a game of life where the wounded masculine usually wins. It has led to good people doing bad things, behaving in ways that are not aligned with their own values. It has led to blaming, complaining, and shaming, shaping most conversations, including our inner dialogues. It is in the midst of this context and culture and crises that we're trying to achieve sustainability goals. And of course, it's not working. We have done an admirable job of creating processes and protocols, principles and practices, policies and plans that should help us get closer to realigning with nature. But here we are. Temperatures continue to rise and sperm counts continue to fall. Selfies are rapidly appearing while species are rapidly disappearing. Some have paralyzing eco anxiety while others think, I don't care, do you? What is the underlying problem? It's easy to blame capitalism, as I often do. However, it's not so much capitalism itself, but the belief in capitalism and colonialism and patriarchy and exceptionalism and supremacy. The problem is the underlying paradigm. A paradigm is what you believe to be true about the world, how it works, and your role in it. Long ago, humans understood that nature is our world. We understood how it worked and our role in it. Our paradigm was nature's paradigm. It was based on believing in and valuing abundance and trust, systems and synergies, resilience and curiosity. But then we started to own land, accumulate wealth and knowledge, and become civilized and specialized. We created an exploitative economic system that we allowed to run our lives and control our minds. And that is not an overstatement. Today, the dominant cultural paradigm, what I'm calling the conventional paradigm, is reflected in what we refer to as the real world, as in that will never work in the real world. The conventional paradigm is based on believing in and valuing scarcity and greed, individuality and competition, resistance and fear. It is this paradigm that has both led to the sustainability challenges we've created and kept us from successfully addressing them. Most of us experience and express the natural paradigm in our personal lives when we're walking in the woods, playing with our kids, helping our friends, or lost in music or creative activities. But most of us unknowingly switch to the conventional paradigm when we engage in the real world, in other words, at work or as consumers. The curious and dangerous thing about a paradigm is that it drives our behavior and decision making much more than our values, yet we're often unaware of it. This is especially true of our current dominant cultural paradigm, which, because of the ubiquity of media, relentlessly wields its carrots and sticks. If you're a sustainability advocate, you may be thinking that you don't subscribe to the conventional paradigm. What sustainability advocate does? Of course, you're not greedy personally, but at work, you've got to act as though you are. You have to raise as much money as possible because resources are limited and there's not enough to go around. You know, collaboration and partnerships are important, but even in win win situations, you have to make sure that you win. When push comes to shove, you've got to look out for your own organization and yourself. You complain about the naysayers and obstructionists because they rarely know what they're talking about. You're bold, you take risks, but you're constantly stressed. When you're at work or talking about work, you are likely following the conventional paradigm. We can never realign with nature while following the conventional paradigm. And we can only realign with nature if we operate from the natural paradigm at work as well as in our personal lives. We need to shift our dominant paradigm. Shifting our paradigm seems like an impossible task. However, there are two reasons why I'm hopeful. The first is that nature's paradigm is our natural paradigm. We already know it and love it. When we operate from our natural paradigm, we can tap into our innate inspiration, creativity, and wisdom. We can be our full, authentic self, our best self. When we learn to rediscover and intentionally live from our natural paradigm, especially while engaged with the real world, we can flourish. It's a very good feeling. The second is that we already value the expression of the natural paradigm in the real world. We just don't recognize it as such. These are the times when a person hits flow at work and gets amazing things done. It's when a team is energized and synergized and comes up with incredibly creative ideas and solutions. It's the culture that eats strategy for lunch. It is my belief that if we, as sustainability leaders, could rediscover our deep and collective belief in the value of abundance and curiosity, systems and synergies, trust and resilience, if we operated from our natural paradigm, then we could begin to achieve our sustainability goals together.